I want to say welcome everybody. Joining you live from Milano, Italy. So happy to be here. And not only that, to be here, but to be here with some amazing people. Actually, I just want to start by asking this question. What are you celebrating? What are you celebrating today? Today is definitely a celebration. I believe that on this call today, you'll have some experience. Something will touch your heart, some ancient secret. Maybe it's one of the ancient secrets that someone shares, but something's going to touch your heart. Open and expand your mind to what is possible in a new way in your life. So I want to say, welcome to this celebration. So in the chat, maybe put where you're joining from and what's one thing you're celebrating today. What's one thing you're celebrating? And Jana, maybe you could go through and just read a few of those. And then I have some real special people to introduce you to that are in the room with me right now.
Well, I will just start looking at the gallery view. We've got Kris from New York. We've got Maria. Maria, I think you're from Canada. We've got Rajani from India. We've got Bridget. Bridget, are you in New York? You are in New York. I love it. Eliel's from California. Gail's here. Aparna from Cincinnati. Christina from Salt Lake City, or at least from Utah. I think she might be in Heber. Nick Gibbons. I'm not sure where, Nick, you are in the world today, but we're glad you're here. We've got Stephanie. Oh my gosh, Stephanie, I've really enjoyed reading your posts. Hello, Rochelle. Rochelle's here today from Iowa. We've got Judy Lamar. You look so wonderful, all dressed up. I love it. And we've got, who else is here? Jerem. Hello, Jerem. So fun to see everybody. We've got Vanette. We've got Ralph from California. Hello, Ralph. How are you? It's so good to see you, my brother. We've got Ann Wilkinson. So fun. Celebrating the community. We're celebrating open-minded people. Go ahead, Ann.
Oh my, well, I have a minute away from letting my video come on, but hi, it makes my day. I love you and I love seeing everybody.
Awesome. We love you too. We love seeing you too. It looks like Danny's here with Kris. So Christina, we're so excited. Danny's here today. So great. She's one of the leaders. So great. Linda's here from Scottsdale. Awesome. I'm just gonna, Clint, if you want to say anything, who would like to unmute and tell us what you're celebrating today?
I want to start since I have some people in the room, just because it's so fun. I don't know how to explain the joy that I've been feeling over this week, but even today, I got to meet some powerful people that I haven't seen in person and hug them for the first time. And so I want to just acknowledge and recognize a couple of them right now. First of all is Paola right here, who's been in some of the pod. I know Cornelia has been in your pod. I think Ronnie, who else was in your pod for the 100-day course?
Anik. And
Siciliana. Yeah.
And Annie.
And Annie. Annie Ziegler? Or yeah. So fun. So I'm just giving her a hug on your behalf for all of you. She has an amazing story about the contagious healing. And I think it's through her contagious love, but what's been happening. What's the city you live in?
Chiavari.
It's a beautiful little town in Italy. In fact, next time we have a Ancient Secret Summit, it should be in her town. Yes. Why not we join there? And in her town, I don't know how many people are there, but through her meditation group and through her friends and family, she now has, how many people would you say are eating Hmong soup and on a good diet?
About 30, 35.
About 30, 35 people, no gluten, eating Hmong and having such good, amazing, beautiful miracles happen. Like, what's an example of something you've seen happen that touched your heart?
So, for example, we would meet every once in a while and we would bring, like, share food, like a potluck. And so back then in the beginning, I was the only one bringing something that I could eat for everybody, and the rest I couldn't really eat. It was vegetarian, but like focaccia and gluten or dairy. And now I can go and I can eat everything because everybody eats just the same thing, and that's something really. Yeah, it makes me feel normal.
Yes, I've had the same experience where because of so many beautiful people in my life that have started following this diet, now when I go to eat, there's so many chances to eat good food at their house that I know that I can eat. So it's one of the side benefits.
Mhm.
But Paula, she's inspired me. Arshia, we're just sending you so much love as well, and everyone who has really inspired her to come today, travel so she could be here in Milan.
Ashia, thank
Yeah,
you.
so much fun. So one more hug for her. I'm celebrating her, this beautiful, powerful creator. And then I want to introduce you to some other powerful people. First of all, is Catherine. Yeah.
Hello, Cornelia.
Yeah.
Jane.
Yeah.
So good to see you.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It's so fun. She must have pinched my arm, I don't know, 3-4 times to make sure I was a real person. See, she keeps grabbing my arm like this to make sure I'm a real person. I had the honor of giving her 100-day certificate for the course, for graduating the course today. And then also to be able to see her book, which was so marked up with so much love. And she also gave me a really precious gift of certain nuts that come from her area, that are the kind that's
From
used.
Turin,
Yeah, from
Turin
Turin.
area, which are the nuts, the very special nuts.
Yeah. What's one thing you're celebrating?
I'm celebrating the fact that after 10 years I'm living in Italy, my mother never came. And at the beginning of the month, she decided to come over, and I went to pick her up in Strasbourg, and she just spent a month with me.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
In fact, her words to me were, miracles happen.
Yeah.
And that is a
10
beautiful
years.
miracle. 10 years. His
10
mother
years.
never came to visit, and
And
now came
she's-
for an entire month.
Yeah, and she's going to be 91.
91
So,
years
yeah,
young.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
And she lost, I met her, not every day, but I made her eat some mung bean soup, vegetables, lots of cooked vegetables, and she lost 3 kilograms.
Wow, in 1
And
month.
she's feeling much better,
Uh,
much more energy.
so beautiful. Thank you,
yeah.
Catherine, for
Thank
inspiring.
you.
She's also going to be in Geneva. Your first language is French.
Yes.
So for Nusrat, for Helena, thank you so much. In fact, just earlier, I sent them an email. I met a young couple from Guinea. They really only speak French. And when they found the book was ready in French, they got so excited. And it's so fun celebrating the book launch in Italian here, and then going from here to Geneva to celebrate the book launch in French. In fact, Nusrat has been amazed. She's like, the clinic day is filled up and there's a long waiting list. So she's feeling a little bit stressed about how to fit everyone in, but you're doing a great job, Nusrat. So grateful for you and so grateful for you. Can't wait to see you again in Switzerland.
Thank you.
I want to introduce you to a couple more people. This is Simona.
Hi, everybody.
Simona, I met maybe
14,
maybe
whatever.
2014. She told me, she's like, you look so different. Back then I had like very short hair, no
Yes,
beard.
yes.
I'm just chasing around with a video camera. I recorded her story several times. And what did Dr. Ram tell you about why I was recording?
Yeah, go with him, and make an interview because he's writing a book about me. It was once, and then the second time, and I was saying, when is this book coming out? Because he's just interviewing me, but there's nothing coming. So, and it was different. It's amazing now.
She kept saying, where is the book? Where is the book? So when the book finally came out in English, actually, can you show your copy as well? This is her copy, and it's so fun to see all the different versions, but so marked up with so much love. It was a real honor to be able to sign it for her finally, and also have Dr. Giovanni sign it.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
she also was talking about the transformation she's seen. She was part of the original Global Healing Miracle Calls. And even on those calls was partners with certain people, saw big transformations in them, And then also saw a big transformation in me, which is so cool too. Not just my hair, but also the thing.
This is an amazing guy, really. It's sparkling now, really sparkling.
Thank you. And I would say she's sparkling. And the way she's applying is so fun to see her again today. And to honor Dr. Naram by doing this clinic in Milan, Italy, for 2 days we're doing here. Also, Catherine, who is in your pod? I wanted to make sure I acknowledge them too, because I think some of them are on.
In my part was Nusrat.
Yeah, Nusrat.
And Esther Francis.
Esther Francis, are you on the call right now? I'm pretty sure she is. Let's see here. Yes.
Yes, I am.
I'm ready for Halloween. Awesome.
Hello,
Catherine, Dr. Clint. Oh, yum, yum, yum.
This is for you, Esther Francis.
Oh, yum, yum. Right back at you. Oh, what a thrill.
Wow.
There you go. See that soon. We got to highlight some of the people dressed up, but I love it, Esther Francis.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's also my son's birthday. So this is the day I gave birth 45 years ago.
Well, congratulations. We celebrate you as a mother. He made you a mother 45 years ago.
Yes, yes. And I love the way you love your mother and your mother loves you and your mother coming to visit you. Catherine, in a month.
After 10 years, can you imagine?
Yeah, actually, this is very much a day of honoring mothers as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if Charlie is on the call yet or not, but we're celebrating certain birthdays today as well. So I want to say big congratulations to you for your birthday, your son's birthday, and then we'll get to some of the other birthdays in a moment. Now there's someone else that just came on the call and I cannot believe she's on the call right now. So I'm going to introduce her, but first I'm going to just sneak in the room and see if Dr. Giovanni and Ilaria are free. So I'm walking down the hallway. This is the clinic. And you can see that we're walking down the hallway in the clinic. Hello, hello. Buonasera. And then we're just going to knock on the door. No, is it Giovanni?
Giovanni is possibility to visit, no, two person.
Okay. As soon as Giovanni comes out, then we'll introduce this person. Let's see if someone else can help translate for me. I want to see Elisabetta. If you are on the call, let's see if you can. I don't know if you'll actually. It'll take a little bit of time for her to get the audio on. Okay, good. So Elisabetta, let's see if I can just spotlight your video for a second. Oh, fantastic. Good. So Elisabetta, I don't know if you can speak. It looks like your microphone's not connected. There may be something where, oh, it says it's still connecting right now. But Elisabetta, this is an amazing story where we were halfway between stops, going between two different cities. And Giovanni, Dr. Giovanni, he said that he needed to stop for something for lenses for his glasses. So as we're walking in the mall, I was just joking with Giovanni. I says, oh, thank you, Giovanni, for taking me to this most remarkable place in Italy, this shopping center. You know? and Dr. Giovanni, he said, oh, I'm so glad that you can be here, Clint. This is probably the first time and the last time you'll ever visit here. So we're at this shopping center and we're walking in the halls and we saw these books, we looked at the books, and then all of a sudden, Elisabetta, who's on the call right now, she pointed at me and said, I know you. And I thought, no possibility. She can't know me. She must be mistaking me. And then in that moment, she said my name, Dr. Clint G Rogers. I was like, what on earth? And she only speaks Italian. She only speaks Italian, but she had actually read the entire book of Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. And we just happened to walk past her booth and see her and Paolo, who's there right there, the owner of the booth. So in the moment of just like this awe that here I am in Italy, the middle of Italy, walking in the middle of this mall and to be able to see Elisabetta, give her a hug, take pictures with her, and then buy a gift for my mom, buy a gift for a couple other people from my heart. And it's just so fun. She's now on this call. I hope you can connect and hear. Elisabetta, can you put your thumb up if you can hear me? Actually, can you speak that in Italian? Like, put your thumb up if you can hear me.
Elisabetta, ci senti?
Oh,
Ci puoi sentire? Diceva di mettere il pollice se ci senti, di far vedere il pollice e dare l'ok che ci senti.
Okay, we're having some technical difficulty,
No, sì.
but I hope sometime that you can, I hope sometime you can go by to her booth at her mall. She has beautiful gemstones and crystals and so many beautiful things there that you can buy as a gift of love from Italy and from this wonderful person. So Elisabetta, so glad you're on this call. Paolo, great to see you on this call as well. So what are you celebrating today? I want to see real quick if Beth, I don't think she's on the call quite yet, but hopefully she'll come on soon. And we'll go back to Elisabetta if we can get her connection. But Jana, can you read some of the other people who are celebrating and maybe spotlight some of the people who have costumes today?
Sounds good. I'm sorry, I need to go out and say who is celebrating something today that they would like to unmute and share with the group. Janet, what are you celebrating today? Yes. Do you want to unmute Janet Schwartz?
Hi.
Hi, so good to see you.
Thank you. It's really great to be here. And I always like seeing you and I like seeing Clint, you know, it's just heartwarming. And I was telling my husband that that the reason that I keep following this, because, you know, I have a guru, I have a practice, I live in a meditating community, and I just really feel that the love has to expand inside me because I feel it coming from everywhere. And so maybe that's what I want to celebrate today is just love and reception to other people who can offer that in whatever way they, you know, that they feel to do that. And Clint was talking about motherhood, and there's some special heart that mothers have. And his mother has a special heart, and I have a special heart, and my kids aren't on the planet, but I still have that special heart for them, you know, and I have to have the special heart for myself, which is about the self-love that is so important. And I'm seeing that develop in you and in Clint and in, you know, Cornelia and everybody, and Rochelle and my pod members and so forth. I didn't come in last week, but I will be here today. So thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. It was what you said was so beautiful. So appreciate your words. So appreciate it. I really needed to hear that in my heart. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Linda Russo, what are you celebrating today?
Good morning. I am just so happy to be here with everyone, and I'm celebrating surprises. That was one of the things that I indicated that I wanted, and they are showing up. Surprises that I knew were there, but it was like they were caught up, and now they're coming through, and it's so many, even the simple things, just being able to truly love and appreciate nature and the animals out in nature, the lovely flowers and trees, and even getting to go out and ground on the grass this morning, even though it was cold, but I'm celebrating that as well.
I love it. Thank you so much. Maria, what are you celebrating today?
Hello.
Hello.
I would say I celebrate my granddad. He's still on this planet and he's 99.
Oh, wow. Is it his birthday
Young.
today?
Yes, that was, but I'm calling him today.
Ah.
And he's 99, young, very young.
That's amazing.
Donovan's birthday last week too?
That was October the 12th, yes. But we did the play date last week, yes.
That is wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. I'm gonna call him and it's gonna be so good.
Oh, well, happy birthday to him from all of us. Rochelle, what are you celebrating today?
Oh gosh, there's so much to celebrate. I'm still coming down off the high of finishing writing my book, and so I really am celebrating that. I just felt like I was exploding out of my skin when I turned it over to the editors. So that was really exciting. And my parents, it's so wonderful. I feel so blessed to have my parents still in my life. Both of them are still vital and, you know, full of life and very young in their upper 80s. So it's so wonderful to be able to celebrate that too. My mom and her husband are leaving today for a journey to Arizona from Iowa. So it's a nice journey and they'll be spending the winter there. So they're leaving this morning. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. We wish them a safe trip. Safe
Yes,
trip.
thank
That's
you.
wonderful. Oh, look at Kris. Kris, what are you guys celebrating? I love it. Is that the
Well,
wolf
this is
and the lion?
my oldest daughter, Joanna, and we're celebrating just having fun. And this morning I went outside and one of my plants actually had a bloom on it. I mean, it's October 31st, but this plant was one of Dr. Steve's clients left plants for us to take. So I took a couple home and planted them. And this is like the second or third round of flowers on it. So just appreciating nature and the colors outside. And I'm happy to have one of my daughters. My other three are, you know, out college and in their own lives, but I'm just happy to be able to spend time with my family here. So celebrating love.
Oh, so fun. So fun. I love your costumes. So great.
Oh, thanks.
Stephanie, what are you celebrating today? You're muted.
Here I am. I have a lot to celebrate today. It's beautiful because it's amazing. I am falling in love day after day with the recording of Dr. Naram, and I can see I did write another little text for you to share on the Facebook group, but I didn't have time to just let it go. But I want to honor all my relationships quality are increasing right now. And it is not because of me, because I can only do my part, but I can see the miracles happening in others around me. And it is touching me because it is just happening. I'm not like running, doing, or trying, or it is just happening. And I'm always surprised, and I have those kind of surprises every day. You know, I hear a phrase, I can see the sincerity into someone else in front of me, which I have probably wished for a while, but it's now just like coming. So I want to thank that beautiful program. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. And sorry for my French accent.
Your French accent is beautiful.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Thank you so much.
I have really been enjoying your posts. And as I've been reading your posts, I am aware that you really have connected to the essence of the miracle experiment experience. You really are seeing so much love and life and light and joy and excitement inside of everyday living. And it's so beautiful to read your words. You're such a great writer. So thank you for sharing your heart and your wisdom with us. It's just awesome to read. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sarah Beth, I love your costume. Would you like to unmute and tell us what you're celebrating?
Hi, namaste, everybody. Let's see if somebody can guess. Can anybody guess?
Mother Gaia, Mother Nature.
Well, that too. And also Frida Kahlo. She was the artist, and since so I'm just celebrating life, you know. So whatever I had, I think some of us had decided that we would dress up today. So I thought, let's be in the spirit of Halloween and everything else and spirit of life. So bringing her to life, you know. So that's what I'm celebrating, all of you. Yes.
Well, we celebrate when we see your artwork. It's so beautiful. We so love everything that you've done. And congratulations again on that. The piece that you won the award on is right behind you. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Yes, that one.
It's so beautiful. So thank you. It's so important to have art and beauty around us. Oh my gosh, Kris, look at you, beautiful girl. What are you celebrating today?
What are you celebrating today?
Halloween. Show us your costume.
She's just wearing her crown right now.
And a necklace. This Halloween I want to be a fairy princess, but I just dropped my rod.
She is on her third costume of the Halloween season right now. So you never know what costume you're gonna get with her. This is Aurora.
Aurora, I love it. I know we were at the Halloween parade this week and my daughter has boys and she was watching all the girl costumes walk by and she said, if I had a girl, we'd probably have 6 outfits and we would have costume changes. And I can understand. 3 costumes. What are the other 3 or the other 2 costumes?
What were you last night?
I was Glinda, and then the other time I was Hermione.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. So much fun. Danny, hello, Danny. What are you celebrating today?
I am celebrating Halloween.
I love it. Are you dressing up today?
Mm-mm.
Wonderful. So what do you love about Halloween?
Candy.
Of course, all the sweets. I love that. Thank you so much for being here. You look so beautiful today. Do you have anything that you would like to share with the group? No? Well, we're so glad you're here. Anne, I see that you are dressed up today. Can we spotlight Anne?
You would when I put this spotlight me. That's so funny. Hi. Happy Halloween.
What are you celebrating today?
Well, believe it or not, there's no human beings on the farm today. No one can interrupt my calls. I can't believe it. It's so peaceful. And the fact that I'm just going to get to sit still through the whole call, I'm just delighted, believe me. It's a rare thing.
I love it. Thank you. You look so great. Unique. Unique is your costume. I love it. Andrea, for humanity, what are you celebrating today?
I'm celebrating all of us, you, Jana, and all of us. But I especially want to celebrate women in construction and celebrate the men who behave properly with us, you know, because I'm on a job site, there are over 100 men and there are just 4 of us women, you know, and they make me feel very comfortable and safe. And it's well appreciated. You know, if they can tell when I need help with something and they appear and they offer me help with lifting something or whatever it is. And so I'm so appreciative of that.
I know your miracle that you just posted on about the ladder was 2 weeks ago, but I'd love you to share it.
Oh, sure. So I needed a 10-foot ladder to do what is called fire stopping, or, you know, the majority of whenever there's a fire, smoke inhalation is what kills most people, right? So I had to do fire stopping. God forbid there's ever a fire at that location. My scissor lift could not ascend because the ground was unlevel. So therefore I had to get a ladder. I needed a 10-foot ladder. Now those ladders are really, really heavy, you know, and I have a hernia. So anyway, I needed a ladder, and the ladder's on another floor. And I was like, oh no, gosh, I'm going to go and do something else. I'm going to do another task. So I went to perform another task. And then something nudged me to go back to the area I needed to do the fire stopping. And when I looked, there was a 10-foot ladder leaning up against the wall. And no one was around. And I'm like, oh my God. Someone placed this ladder here and I'm going to take advantage of it real fast. So I opened the ladder, ran up this and used the ladder to do what I needed to do. Now, generally, you don't use other people's ladder, you know, because there are liability issues. Well, it was there. I used it and I closed it back, and I'm happy that I was able to perform my task.
I love it. I love it. That what do you want, Marma is so powerful. And when you
So powerful. Now, good news, we have Elizabeth on my speakerphone. And I feel like if we highlight, then also Ilaria can translate. But Elizabeth, can you share what happened a couple of days ago from your perspective? Oh, go ahead. You translate for her. No, she's on speakerphone, so can you ask her to share?
Ah, certo. Elisabetta.
Sì, ciao a ciao a tutti.
Potresti raccontare quello che è successo?
Che è successo qualche giorno fa? Sì, sì, volentierissimo, sì. Allora, io abito a Mantova, in Italia, e lavoro a Carpi, in uno stand di pietre.
She lives in Mantova, in Italy, and she works in Carpi, and she works with crystals, with stones.
Sì, ed era una giornata come tutte le altre. Dopo pranzo c'era poca gente.
It was a day like the others. There were a few people in the mall where she works.
Sì, stavo lavorando, stavo tirando i braccialetti perché è una delle mie attività, oltre a vendere, stavo tirando i braccialetti e ho alzato lo sguardo perché ho visto che c'era gente allo stand.
She was working like all the days, and she looked at in front of her.
Sì.
Vai.
E niente, ho alzato lo sguardo e poi l'ho riabbassato. Allora, io seguo Clint su Facebook. Sapevo che era in Italia, ma sapevo che era in Italia, cioè l'Italia è grandissima, no? Quindi ho guardato e poi ho riabbassato la testa e poi ho rialzato e ho detto sì, è lui. È veramente lui.
She follows Clint in Facebook, and she knows that he was in Italy, but she didn't expect to meet him. And she looks again because she was not sure that it was him, but she thought, yes, he is Clint.
Quindi io non ho visto gli occhi che ho fatto, non mi sono vista, ma credo di aver avuto gli occhi molto aperti, molto sorpresi.
She was shocked and she said, I know you.
Sì. E quindi mi sono alzata appunto e ho detto io ti conosco. E quando ho sentito poi che parlava inglese ho avuto la conferma.
And she had when she listened that he was speaking in English, she was sure that he was Clint.
Infatti, e ancora ho in mente quel momento.
And she still reminds that moment.
Perché è stata una cosa, è stata una sorpresa incredibile, non lo so.
It was a big surprise, and she still can't believe that it happens.
Yeah, and she shared, I asked her, what do you like about the book? And she said that she's not a skeptic. You know, she's working, she's selling crystals and stones, but she loved reading about someone who was as skeptical as me and the transformation that happened. And then she said something so beautiful. She says, I feel like I know you. And even though she spoke Italian, I spoke English, I felt like our hearts were connected and we just hugged each other. It was such a beautiful, sacred moment. And then this morning, she sent me this message. She says, I want to do something to help promote the book, but I'm not good on social media. Can you give me some ideas? I'll gladly do anything. And I said, well, come on this call and share this miracle meeting.
Sì, veramente, sì.
Yeah. Can you show your shop, Elisabetta? Can you show a video of your shop? It's such a beautiful shop. And where does the center it's in?
Facci vedere qualcosa dello stand.
Oh, there. Ah, you can see.
Sì.
Yeah.
Dov'è la statua, quella bellissima dove abbiamo fatto le foto?
Yeah.
Sì, adesso ci arrivo, Tanto vi faccio vedere.
What's the name of the city or the name of the mall?
Come si chiama il centro commerciale dove lavori?
Si chiama Il Borgo Gioioso.
Ok.
A Carpi.
Carpi, the city, the name of the city.
So I encourage everyone to stop by Carpe and go to her shop and get a token of love from that beautiful shop. It was an amazing experience, such a unexpected miracle. It was so beautiful. So thank you, Elisabetta. Anything else you want to share from your heart, Elisabetta?
Vuoi condividere qualche altra cosa dal tuo cuore?
Sì, allora, l'altro giorno ero veramente sorpresa, quindi quando mi è stato chiesto cosa mi era rimasto impresso del libro, ho detto una cosa, ho avuto una risposta sola. Poi ho avuto modo di pensarci e il libro mi ha dato molto di più rispetto a quello che io ho detto.
Okay, the other day when Clint asked her what was the most impacted thing in the book, she answered only one thing, but there are many things that she appreciated of this book.
Sì, soprattutto il fatto che per me è stato un insegnamento di vita.
For her,
Ci sono state
the book has represented like a teaching of life.
Sì, ci sono state tante frasi del dottor Naram che mi hanno colpito e che mi hanno fatto riflettere.
There were a lot of quotes of Dr. Naram that impacted her and makes her thinking about.
Sì, e che mi hanno fatto fare dei passi in avanti, quindi mi hanno fatto prendere delle decisioni. La domanda che lui faceva, che cosa vuoi veramente? Questa mi è girata in testa per giorni e giorni finché non ho fissato un focus, un obiettivo vero e proprio. È stato importante, molto importante per me per questo.
Okay. The question of Dr. Naram, what do you want, is more, it was a lot of impacted her because she decided one thing and she had the focus of this. Ci puoi dire qual era questa cosa? Ti va di condividere qual era questo tuo desiderio?
Sì, beh, certo. Allora, io ho studiato diverse cose, dovevo comprendere qual era quella da portare avanti nella mia vita, quella che sarebbe diventato il mio scopo nella vita.
Okay, she had to understand her better what was her mission of life because she studied a lot of things.
Esatto. E poi alla fine ho realizzato che sono veramente le pietre, la cristalloterapia, i trattamenti con le pietre, quello che è il mio mondo adesso.
Okay, she realized that she is in her mission working with stones and crystallotherapies, and she is in this mission already.
Prima era un po' confuso.
Before she was confused about it.
So she got that clarity.
Sì.
Esatto.
Wow,
Sì.
magnifico, Elisabetta.
Grazie.
Tanti baci a te.
Grazie, baci.
Paolo.
Ciao Paolo. Ciao.
People are asking if they have an online store.
Ok. Paolo, avete per caso un negozio online dove comprare le pietre?
Ti rispondo io perché sta servendo un cliente.
Ok.
Allora, noi, faccio vedere, noi abbiamo la pagina Facebook.
Ok.
Non so se si vede. E nella pagina Facebook ci sono i numeri di telefono.
Come si chiama la pagina Facebook? Come si chiama?
Si chiama Sax, la magia delle pietre.
Sax.
Sax, la magia delle pietre.
Ok. Ce lo puoi mandare magari su
Sì,
come
sì,
messaggio su WhatsApp? Così lo condividiamo.
Okay.
Grazie.
Facciamo ordini personalizzati.
Ah.
Cioè, noi fotografiamo le pietre e mandiamo esattamente quella che viene richiesta.
Ok, they make personalized orders. They make a photo of the stone and you can choose or feel what is your song.
Yeah, in fact,
for that moment.
when we wanted to pick some gifts, I wanted to give as a gift to Ilaria because Ilaria translated the book into Italian. Actually, where do we have an Italian book? Because she spent so much love doing that, then Elisabetta, who none of us would have ever met otherwise, had this impact her heart. And so Ilaria, how did that feel for you to see this magic moment?
Wow, I was
Oh, yeah.
full of joy because we were in this
Grazie.
magic atmosphere with all the stones. So we were like shocked because Clint said, you have to choose some gift for you and for the people who you love. And we were there choosing all and feeling all the stones. It was a magic moment.
Yeah, and it was magic. I want to say for all the translators who have helped in so many languages, like now we go to Switzerland after this, where the French will launch the French with Nusrat and Helena, who spent so much love. Then the Netherlands, where Jenny and Marie and that whole team, Patrick. And it's such a beautiful thing because you don't know where the love you put into this will end up and whose lives will end up changing. The reason why I love Elisabetta is because it's such a magical, beautiful Aditi Devo Baba moment. I see that, oh, the URL is not working. I think maybe it's with an A. Maybe she spelled it a little bit wrong. I'll try and correct it. But definitely, it was an Aditi Devo Baba moment of the most beautiful kind. And so thank you so much, Elisabetta. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Ilaria, for helping.
Grazie a voi.
Yeah, and Paolo, the great Paolo, grazie, grazie.
Grazie a voi. Ciao. Ciao.
Buon lavoro.
Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna give this phone, can you have her type in here the right URL and then we'll make sure it's there. Grazie, grazie. All right, so now we have a special celebration. We're celebrating today. So many miracles have been happening. So I want to celebrate in this moment a birthday of one of our co-leaders on the call. I want to see if he's here. Is Charlie there? Yes, Charlie. Happy birthday. Yes. Is it your birthday today, Charlie? Yeah. And how are you celebrating your birthday? What are you celebrating and how are you celebrating?
I don't know.
You're not sure. Well, I'm glad you're celebrating with us now on the call. In fact, I have such a fun surprise. I think Ralph is on the call as well. Ralph is someone who loves you. All the people on this call have loved and appreciated you, but Ralph is on the call right now. He also wanted to express happy birthday to you. And Ralph, can you, I don't know if you've told anyone, we haven't announced the good news that you've had, but can you share your good news, one thing that you're celebrating?
Celebrating a rebirth.
Yeah.
I feel like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon, but I also feel like I'm walking in the footsteps of Dr. Naram. I have a better understanding of what he went through. Very good understanding of what he went through. Yeah. I'm in a new environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have I guess you could say a small apartment, small room, you know. It's got everything, Wi-Fi, refrigerator, the whole 9 yards, you know.
Yeah. I want to celebrate that, Ralph. It's so exciting. I know, Charlie, you had wanted to make sure that no one was being without a home and sending so much love. And so, Ralph, it's so fun to see, at least in this moment, that you have a place that's safe, that's clean, that's so fun. So, Charlie, look what, partly what the miracle of your love has done is we can celebrate this rebirth. It's so awesome. It's so beautiful. So surprised, Charlie. Charlie, anything you want to say to Ralph?
I want to visit him at his apartment.
Oh.
Well, maybe we can go, come during baseball season, Charlie, we can go to a baseball game, go see the Dodgers. I don't know what your favorite baseball team is, but you know, you probably like seeing the Dodgers.
He probably would.
Yeah, when Charlie had been raising money to help make sure that Ralph had a place to stay, Ralph sent a baseball glove back, and many of you saw the video of Charlie opening it for the first time with so much joy. But what a celebration of life. Charlie, how old are you today?
8.
8, beautiful. Anything else, Ralph, you want to say to Charlie and Blakely? So good to see you there too, but any other message to you, any inspiration you want to give Charlie on his birthday?
Charlie, just continue to play baseball, man. It's a good education in life when you play baseball. You learn a lot of things about life. You learn not to give up.
Beautiful. Ralph, I can't wait to hear more about this rebirth and walking the paths of Dr. Naram, those footsteps. But I just want to say, we're all celebrating with you this beautiful, exciting rebirth. And Charlie, anything else you want to say? I know you muted yourself. Or Blakely, actually, I should ask Blakely this question. Blakely, what are you celebrating today? You may have to unmute yourself again there. Let's see here. What are you celebrating? What are you celebrating today, Blakely?
What are you celebrating today?
All right. Well, I'm just so glad to see. I know you guys had some illness over this last week, but even in the midst of the illness, you're identifying what you want and what you're grateful for and the DT Devil Baba. So I want to encourage you to keep playing the miracle experiment game and see what other things happen. Oh, what is that? What is that, Charlie?
Shark's tooth.
Whoa, a shark's tooth. That's so cool. Well, happy birthday, Charlie. And so good to see you, Blakely. Happy birthday.
Where's my other shark?
Thank you guys.
Oh, so beautiful. Well, we're about to go into our breakout rooms. There's so many more miracles. We didn't even have a chance to really even touch on them. Maria, is it okay? I just want to go to Maria real quick. You had such a beautiful miracle you wanted to share. Is it okay if we share next week on next Sunday's call? Or do you want to share it now? If you want to share now, we can share now. You pick.
No, I can share next week. That's fine.
Okay, it is such a powerful story. This is the cliffhanger. This is like at the end of the Marvel movies when they have the the trailer for the next week. Next week, Dr. Giovanni has such an amazing story he wants to share with you. Maria has an amazing story, and then all of your stories. We're about to go in the breakout room. I know Cornelia has been working really hard to get it set. And in the breakout room is where we want to hear from you. As you've been playing the miracle experiment experience, for those who've been doing it properly, what's happened as you've applied these 3 principles? And actually, real quick, I want to say, parlez anglais?
Yes.
Okay, there's one other person I didn't get a chance to introduce because she was in with Dr. Giovanni. Tu
Not
nome?
yet, Elena.
Elena. She's about ready to go in to see Dr. Giovanni, but she's feeling the love from people all over the world. And any message you want to share from your heart?
Yeah, I'm just listening to you right now. My body and my heart and is blowing. So I thanks everybody is there. I appreciate. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. There is definitely a vibration of love shooting out from all the miracles that are happening as you're applying it. Maria, can you just give a 1 sentence, 2 sentence about what you're going to share next week? What is the miracle that unfolded for you? Like,
oh, wow. I would probably say the collective healing and never give up.
Collective healing and never give up.
Never.
She had a challenge for something like 17 years. Forgive me if I'm getting the
13.
years wrong. 13 years.
Yes.
And in the last period of months, some beautiful unfolding happened. And if you have any child, a lot of this miracle experiment experience is about kids. And her experience she's going to share is about someone that she loves so much, one of her children, and the miracle that can happen when you have these ancient secrets in your life is really off the charts. The hope it can give you and what she said about collective healing. And Maria, anything else you want to share along those lines?
I'm very grateful about everything Dr. Naram and shared and that you wrote in the book, because when you know something and then you go through it, you're like, oh yes, that was what it was about. Even if you don't apply, you're not following, but then when it happens, you're like, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes.
You're saying that, and either today or tomorrow, I get to meet with Alex. He's the one that recorded the audio book in Italian. And he said that as he was recording it, his life followed that same path. His own father got ill. And then he brought his father to Dr. Giovanni. And as he was recording the audiobook, he saw the miracle unfold for his father, of the deep healing that was possible. So exactly what you said, Maria, when you apply it is when the magic happens. That's why I love this miracle experiment experience, because for 30 days, we have a chance for this 4 weeks to really apply it. So if you haven't been doing as much, giving your 100%, I really encourage you for this last stretch, these last 2 weeks, to really give your 100% of applying it. So that way it goes deep in you. And there's such a good context. I've been loving all the miracle pods, the interactions that have been happening, the love that you've been sharing with each other. It's been off of the charts, amazing and beautiful. So from Italy, from my heart to your heart, I want to say, I love you and I'm with you. Wait, in Italian, how do I say it again? Te amo? Ti amo e sono con te. Okay, so I'm going to say that in a little bit. Cornelia, are you set up for the breakout rooms? And Jana, anything you want to share before we go into the breakout rooms?
Oh, I'm just overwhelmed with the miracles and the magic that's happening there in Italy. It's so fun to watch you travel through with all of the videos and everything. It's so beautiful to watch. And I've loved watching all of the miracles that come through on the chat. I noticed Jam Room, you've unmuted several times. Is there something that you would like to share with us? We would love to hear from you. I don't know who Jam Room is. What Jam Room?
Vinod Sharma from Bangalore.
Hello. I noticed that you unmuted several times. Is there something you would like to share with us? We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I would like to share. I just started reading Dr. Klein's book, and 2 chapters I have read, and that's it. Then I joined this group.
Wonderful. We're so glad that you're here.
Is there anything?
Oh, no, muted. Can you unmute? Can you unmute? For some reason it unmuted or muted. There we go. Yeah?
Is there anything that I can do here in Bangalore for Dr. Rogers? I have read the book and 2 chapters, and I have read several times now, 3 or 4 times. It's so captivating.
Mm.
Well, you are such a beautiful question. You're asking if there's anything that you can do, and the answer is definitely
yes. Right here in India and Bangalore.
Yeah, definitely. There's so much that can be done. In fact, maybe on next call, we'll talk a little bit about that, and I'll interact with you beforehand, and we'll find out some real practical, amazing thing that we can do together. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's do it together.
Let's do it together. Yes.
Yes.
All right. I want to go to Cornelia now. And Jana, anything else from your heart you want to share before we go into breakout rooms?
I don't know. I just want to thank everybody for all of your prayers and blessings that you've sent to my family over the last month, 6 weeks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly believe that they truly assisted. And I'm not sure that I gave a formal thank you. And I just am so grateful for every one of you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jana. So much love to your family. I can see the faces of everyone on the call as you're saying that. Judy, Rochelle, Jerem, Rosemary, so good to see you here. Janet, Donna, Nancy, Esther, Mariam, Susan, Suzanne, Larry, so good to see you. Peggy, Padmalaya, Clarice, Bridget, Sarabjeet, Mary, Andrea, Stephanie, Jawa, Louisa, so good to see you. I can't wait till we're broadcasting from Brazil. My plan is to come there in February. Giedra, thank you. Congratulations for joining the 3-year program, the 3-year training. In fact, there were a few spots that opened up. So if anyone still has a burning desire to participate in the 3-year practitioner training, make sure you email ASAP, because the early bird financial need option is closing tomorrow. So that's just a gentle reminder. But anyone who has that burning desire, don't let money be an obstacle, because we have scholarship, we have so many options, but it should be a burning desire. So if your heart feels that burning, like this is a path you want to take, like Dr. Giovanni, traveling with this guy, he is amazing, so full of love. In fact, he's not here, so I'm tempted to share a story from last night, but I know we're tight on time. Okay, I'll just share real quick. There's such an
before you do-
amazing story from last night. One woman, an elderly woman who was the one that hosted the library talk in Sondrio. She took us out to celebrate a dinner and they gave us certain alcoholic drinks at the end. And now Giovanni doesn't drink alcohol and he didn't want this woman because she had suffered with ascites, which is a stomach condition. In fact, coming to the clinic was her doctor. He had pumped out 14 liters of water out of her stomach and said he was expecting to do it every 2 weeks until she was no longer. He only did it once, and then she came to Giovanni and the problem went away, ascites. And he was so shocked. He's actually a professor. He teaches, he's a doctor. And when he saw this result for his patient, he came for the first time. This was just yesterday in Sondrio and said, Dr. Giovanni, how did this happen? How did this become possible? He says, I want to learn these ancient secrets. And so last night, as we were celebrating, we were drinking, we're at this table with this wonderful, beautiful woman from Italy. And, you know, you're supposed to toast. So they're toasting. And before she could drink it, Giovanni would come up with another toast idea. He's like, for the flowers. And then he says, for all the animals. He was toasting for like 20, 30 minutes. And so she could never drink it because he kept toasting. Till finally she got so tired of toasting, she put the drink down, picked up her hot water tea and just started drinking that. And Giovanni says, basta. And then he quietly took the alcohol away and set it to the side. It was so funny. It was so hilarious and so gentle and so loving and so much along the lines of what Dr. Naram would do that I just wanted to salute this beautiful Dr. Giovanni. So he was a medical doctor, graduated from one of the top schools in Italy, and then devoted his whole life. And as a result, feels so much fulfillment, so much joy to see the results like this beautiful woman, Maria Grazia. And I hope you can meet her someday. So for those who feel that burning in your heart, you want to follow that path, the opportunity is now. It starts on January 15th, the first time this has ever been offered, and maybe the last time. So I just want to make sure that you email us and make sure you get the application. Actually, Cornelia or someone, can you put the link for the application in the chat? I just want to say, Carol, so good. Joseph, so good. Harvey, so good to see you here. Elio, Mooney, fantastic. I love seeing you here. Cynthia, Deborah, I love seeing you here. Khan, Donna, Diego, amazing Diego. So close to finishing the Spanish translation with the whole team. Bravo, so exciting. Glenda, so good to see you. Arati, I can't believe I'm going to see you in Netherlands in a short amount of time and honor your mother in this beautiful way. Barbara, Bridget, so good to see you. Thank you for being the transcriber of all the love and the miracles. Ajit, it makes me so happy to see you on the call. I can't wait to meet you again in person. Rajani, God bless you always. Your daughter's wedding is coming up so soon and still doing so much volunteer work. Chris, and then all the people who don't have a video on, Renara, Afsena, Nick, so many people. I just want to say I love you. I'm with you. So glad that you're on. And now as we go into the breakout room, I really encourage you to take the moments, have your heart open to receive as much as possible, to be as vulnerable, as authentic as possible, and to hear, not only with your ears, but with your heart, what's been happening as people have been applying these ancient secrets, these antichi segreti in their lives. So Cornelia, to you, and to go into the breakout room. From Italy, I love you and I'm with you. Actually, how do I say it? I say that one more time.
Ti amo e sono con te.
Ti amo, sono con te. So if everyone can unmute yourself just for a moment and say, Ti amo, sono con te. Ti amo, sono con te.
Ti amo, sono con te.
Ti
amo,
sono con
te.
te.
Ti amo, sono con te.
Ti amo, sono con te. Love you, Laria. Sono con te.
Ti amo.
Caro, sono con te.
That is so beautiful. Ti amo, sono con te. Love you and I'm with you. And over to you, Cornelia.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so first of all, we stop the recording